What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Backcourt Bros. I'm your host, Will Neufeld, here with my good friend Ryan Rivas, as always. And in this video, we are going to be doing a part 2 to our power rankings video. In the last video, we did the Western Conference. In this video, we are doing the Eastern Conference. So, Ryan, start us off. Who do you have as the 1 seed?
I think you can't really argue against it, but I have Boston at my 1. Just the whole team, their chemistry, their superstar power, their bench, everything. They have it all.
Yeah, they did an incredible job. The front office, the coaching staff, again, the players, they're not lacking in anything. They got height, they got speed, athleticism, shooting. Yeah, there's not a lot you have to say. Just congratulations to the Celtics. You are, undeniable first seeds. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, first seeds, very easy. Celtics. Who do you have at the 2nd seed, Ryan?
I put the Philadelphia 76ers with this Paul George trade they just made. I thought that was a really good move, but then again, it all depends on their health. Joel Embiid's health, Paul George, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, 100%. The new look Philadelphia 76ers, I can definitely see them making a push to the 2 seed. For me, I have the New York Knicks, and I didn't put the 76ers there because, man, I just feel like I've been disappointed by the 76ers with Joel Embiid for the past few seasons. So
Fair
it's
enough.
really hard for me to be like, oh yeah, they can totally push it to the 2 seed. So, I put the Knicks in front of them. The Knicks, Jalen Brunson, he's incredible. One of the best offensive point guards possibly the league has ever seen. He's just one of those guys that's like, wow, when he gets the ball, offensive production just skyrockets. So, with this Mikal Bridges deal, that gives them more three-point shooting. It gives them some more defense. The loss of Isaiah Hartenstein, that definitely cripples this team. But I think that the management is cooking up something. I think that they're going to replace him, possibly, or Mitchell Robinson is really going to step up. So,
Don't forget, Mitchell Robinson is very injury prone. We cannot forget that.
Yeah, 100%. They need to get at least 2 other centers if they're going to have him starting, just because, those injuries are going to be massive problems. Alrighty, so first 2 seeds are complete. Ryan, who do you have as your 3rd seed to complete the top 3 in the East?
I have Indiana at my 3rd seed. They haven't really been injured that much. Tyrese had a hamstring injury in the playoffs, didn't he? But otherwise, the team was healthy. Andrew Nembhard carried in the playoffs too a lot. So I was very pleased with what I saw from them last year. I feel like they're just going to get better,
Yeah, for sure. They're young. Tyrese Halliburton, very talented point guard, very good playmaker. They brought in Pascal Siakam. That's a very good move. Siakam now has a chance to contend in the East, and Tyrese has a good running mate. I feel like this team is lacking some firepower next to the teams like Philly, the Knicks, the Bucks. Of course, obviously, they're not going to really beat the Celtics. We saw that in the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, this team is definitely interesting. I think they're going to have a good regular season. They definitely, they stay true to their name. They push the pace a lot. So I like that there. For my 3rd seed, I put who you had at your 2nd seed. I put the Philadelphia 76ers there for the exact same reasons that you did. I just believe more in the Knicks than the 76ers, and that's just kind of a hot take. Let us know who you think is going to be your top 3 teams in the comments down below. But yeah, Ryan, what do you think about just more on the Pacers in terms of their roster? Where do you think that they're going to lie by the end of the season? Do you think that they're going to have the same team, or are they going to make some moves? What do you think?
I don't know, because most of the teams have been really scared of the first apron, second apron of the luxury taxes and stuff. It all depends on what their budget is. And if they're looking to bring in some more off the bench power or some more forward power, I don't know what you want to call it, but it really depends on what they're thinking.
Alrighty, so the top 3 teams are complete. Ryan, who do you have at the 4th seed for this Eastern Conference?
Controversial or not, I put New York at the 4th seed. The only reason I did was because of the loss of Isaiah Hartenstein. He was a big, big factor in their playoff run and their season success. Because the East is very competitive with their big man game. With the Bucks, Brook Lopez, Giannis, Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, Boston, Kristaps Porzingis. Without him, you're gonna pay for sure.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going small ball, and that's either
Yeah,
gonna pay off massively or it's gonna really hurt.
yeah,
So yeah, for my fourth seed, I'm gonna take the Milwaukee Bucks here.
Hmm.
Yeah, for the 3 and 4 seeds, it's really just between the Bucks and the 76ers, I feel like. I just injuries. Both of these teams are
yeah,
going to have injury issues, I think, throughout the season. But the 76ers have Tyrese Maxey, and he's not very injury prone. He's young. He's going to be hungry and want to carry the team. So I'm going to put 76ers at 3 and the Bucks at my 4. So, Ryan, who do you have at your 5th seed?
I put the Bucks at 5, so not much more to be said. Exact same reasons as you. Just the injuries and their age, you know.
Yeah. Now, we have a lot of the same teams, just kind of like one place off
Yeah,
because, yeah, it really depends on injuries and if these teams make any moves. So nothing's set in stone yet. I think this Eastern Conference is going to be really fun to watch. A lot of young teams wanting to step it up. One of those young teams I have at my 5th seed in the Indiana Pacers. Uh, we already talked about them previously with
yeah,
you, but yeah, this team, if they pick a direction, they could definitely get higher on this list. But I think that they are just going to kind of play it cool for now, let their young guys develop. So I don't see them making it to the Eastern Conference Finals again. I feel like they might have gotten a little bit lucky. Uh,
yeah.
who knows? But yeah, Pacers at 5, which now brings us to our final 3 teams, starting with the 6th seed. Ryan, who do you have at your 6th seed?
I have a young Orlando Magic at my 6 seed because didn't they just sign Jonathan Isaac to like a 4 year or a 5 year. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I heard something about that, but like really good defender. I think this team definitely has it to make the playoffs again.
Yeah, I have the Magic at my 6th seed as well. Uh,
Nice.
Paolo Banchero, he's going to improve for sure. Franz Wagner and his brother Mo definitely going to uh, just continue their development. And, you know, I I feel like there's a pretty high chance that the Magic could honestly jump from the 6th seed to possibly the 5th or the 4th seed,
Yeah,
depending on Paolo Banchero a lot. But man, this team's got chemistry. They have a lot of young assets. The question is now, can they develop?
yeah.
All right, now we have our final 2, starting with the 7th seed. So, Ryan, who is at the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, in your opinion?
I don't know. I was debating between two teams, but on top, I think I put Cleveland coming in at the 7th because they just made it in the playoffs too last year. They did fairly well to beat Orlando in a 7 game series, but they might want to improve their roster a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I see that a lot. I put Cleveland at my 7 as well. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, Evan Mobley. I think it comes a lot down to him and his development. Do they still have Darius Garland? They still have him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
There's
team.
rumors about him that he might leave, though, so.
Yeah, for sure. This team is very interesting. It's like, are they trying to rebuild or are they trying to contend? Because they got Donovan Mitchell and he wants to win now. You got Jarrett Allen, he wants to win now, but then you got Evan Mobley, and Evan Mobley's like, hey, I kind of want to develop. Same with Darius Garland.
Yeah.
So if this Cleveland team, and we've heard rumors about this, but if they trade, like as you said, Darius Garland, if they trade possibly even Evan Mobley, that would be kind of rare, but they could get some, you know, win now pieces for that. And that could definitely push them up here. But until they pick a direction, I definitely see them as a 7th or 8th seed kind of a team. But you said that you were tied between 2 teams, so I'm guessing the other team fell to the 8th seed. What is that
Yep.
team?
The Miami Heat,
Ooh.
playoff Jimmy is a real thing. It's just proven time and time again. I mean, if he doesn't get injured in the play-in this year, he could totally dismantle every other team and get to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Celtics for like I don't know how many times.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I have the Heat at the 8th seed as well. We
Awesome.
definitely got on the same page down these past few picks here. But yeah, the Heat, Jimmy Butler does come down a lot to him and him staying healthy. But the thing is, and this is kind of funny, I'm not going to lie, but the Heat have been the 8th or 7th seed every year for like the past 5 years,
I know,
and yet
right?
they're always one of the best like teams in the playoffs.
It's a playoff Jimmy, man.
Yeah, it's
If he's
crazy.
healthy.
I do feel bad for Jimmy though, because it's like he plays so well in the playoffs, but has no one else. Like he's got Bam. We'll give him Bam, but like they have Jaime Jaquez. They have just this Heat organization. Like if you want to win, like you got to make some moves or something because like you got Jaime Jaquez who you could easily trade to get a player that can help Jimmy win now.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, so what do you think? Do you think if you're the Heat, do you trade your youngsters as I would to help Jimmy Butler win now, or do you take the rebuild approach? Do you say like, Jimmy Butler isn't necessarily good enough. I want to trade Jimmy possibly and get a whole bunch of younger players. What do you do?
And this is something we talked about, Like, do you trade your young players for like higher up players and stuff? But like Jimmy's aging too, so like
For sure.
you're like in the 8th or 7th seed. You're not that good to contend, but you're not that bad to get picks. It's a very 50-50 thing, which I would help Jimmy because they have a really good. I think Bam has been an all-star, hasn't he?
I think he was an all-star possibly 2 years ago. I don't think
Yeah,
he's gotten an all-star since then, or I could be wrong. But yeah.
yeah. But I believe they need to like add a better guard to suit him because Jimmy's a forward, right?
Yes, he's a small forward.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
would put him
thought.
as a small forward.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Alrighty, well, this was the Eastern Conference Power Rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed, and me and Ryan, we will see you guys in the next one.